everybody? 47 Mark 4 here, back with another episode of Absolute Mech. You know, I didn't think that I could hate a creature, but I have learned to just loathe the chickens. Man, they're everywhere. They won't stop. I don't know what's going on. I could hear this gate opening and closing, and, you know, every time I come by, they breed up, so I had an exponential amount of chickens in here, and I think they opened the door for themselves. They could technically squeeze through here. I don't know. I mean, fences and walls, right? But everywhere I look, there's chickens. But luckily, I can see, like that, right? I can see outlines of entities. Okay, so today I want to do a couple of things. I want to take care of power situations, which, by the way, how do you like my dual processor? I got dual core, and I started updating and making this interface section bigger, because why not, right? I'm just going to hook them all together until I get 8 channels and then move on to the next one. But what I'd like to do is, you know, our power network is kind of a circle. It's everything that's in, everything that's out, and I would like to expand it. Oh, yeah, and I got to do Crest Rewards. Well, we'll come back to that kind of last. And so I got a whole bunch of stuff up here, and I think I want to go put everything inside of our, you know, new mushroom base. So up here, I'm going to say, you see what I mean? You see, I had already killed all the chickens that are up here, and they just keep coming back. All right, so the very first thing that I want to make is an induction chamber. And, you know, I don't really need anything real special here. So let's make, I don't know, a 4x4 one. I'm going to assume that's all right. And I think these can be any cuboid shape. I don't remember that they have to be anything really special. And we are going to put the ports on the top of this guy. You do have to fill in the corners. And so let's see, I've got 24 left. So that should be big enough for maybe another layer or 2. Let's see what we've got, because we're going to need at least 16 left over to do the top. 10, 11, 12, no, not enough. So we're going to call it right here then, and I'll save whatever's left over. Yep, so it formed, for a bigger chamber. All right, so I'm going to take out 2 of these blocks, and I'm just kitty cornering them just for ease of cables, right? So let's get these guys down here, and I think I need the wrench. If I remember this right, we've got to take this guy, and I do like that, and so that one's now output, this one's input. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to get a couple of quantum entangloporters, and, you know, I'll just stick it here because I really want to make better networks. So let's see what we've got here. Pressurized tubes, no. Universal cables. Boy, this just isn't going to work like that. They're in wrong spots. Let's, how about we do this? How about we put one there and then one here? Because I really do like in and out. It's easier on servers and everything else because now your stuff's not moving in a circle all the time. All right, your pressurized tubes, your universal cables. So then I can go like this. Now we've got to program these things. So I've got a private network called Power. And I'm going to call this, we're going to rename this if I can. Right? Can I call this power, what do I got? Caps lock, power, in. Can I do that? Power in. And this one, man, I really want to rename it, but we'll assume that if it's not power in, it's power out. Right? So if I got power out, I can't tell the modes on these things. Can I click into them with my hand? I can. So they're each set up for one thing. You, sir, are on power something. You're on power out. And so then I would need this to be accepting power everywhere, right? If that makes sense. Okay? So that means that you're power in, which means that this guy, I'm going to set here, right? Okay, got that. And then we can come into the entangloporter right here, and let's turn everybody to out with auto eject on. Now, I'm going to have to fix a whole bunch of networks, but I think this works. Unfortunately, we're not getting any power, but that's okay, because we can fix that too. So let's do this. Let's find the thing that goes, where's the elevator? There it is. Let's go up some more. So up here at the very top, I've got this one, and we're going to call it power into the base. I'm almost sure. And that should start draining this cube down, and it is, okay? And we need to make more windmills. We could probably fit another 20 or 30 up here. Not really a big deal. And let's check our induction chamber, which should have nothing in it. It does. because we got to give it something. So we need to give it these things. The induction provider is going to be rate. So this is how fast I can do transfer. And the other one's going to be volume, right? That's how much it can store. Let's see. Let's put you and you back, and that should form. Now you guys should be, now you should be coming in like crazy. And I get this bad feeling like the networks are reversed. This guy's filling up. This one's power out. Okay, so you're power in. So this guy should be side config, sending out all the power into this. And let's transfer it. Okay, so now it's gaining power, but this one, okay, I just had the things reversed. All right, so that then means that fills up with power. And so what this does is all my power from the base comes into this guy, into the cube, and then out to that guy. Now, I do need to get better cables here. And, oh, by the way, I got wireless from the base now. So I knew these things were a bauble. So I've got a wireless universal terminal, and I've made the network for wireless a little bigger so I can get to my stuff at the base, which, by the way, I like it like this a lot better. So let's get some alloy, I think. I'll show you a thing here. So let's get 2 of these guys. And I know people are like, no, this isn't a good use, but bang and bang, just like that. Now I've upgraded it to the next level of cable, right? You can do that with cables and pipes and stuff. So now I've got 5,120 RF a tick coming in and out. But what I could do is I can transfer, or I can hold 800 million RF. And right now I'm holding 500,000, and I'm transferring it. I got about 1,000 RF a tick transfer. So, I mean, that's not bad, right? Because we can hold this up to 800 million. And you know what? I'll just let that fill up. But, you know, we should give it some help. Let's give it some help here. Let's go get a bunch of windmills, and I can auto craft these. So maybe we'll get 20 more. Oh no, available 1, missing 19. We got to go back to the base. I need stuff. I'll show you. Hold on, we got to come back over into here. I know the one resource I'm missing. And we're going to need osmium. And I'm going to come over here to this side, which has got all the redstone in it, right? And I got to redstone out some of these circuits. Okay, so just giving this just a minute to run. I mean, I've already got 18 million in here, so, you know, we only have to give it like 100,000 billion or something like that to sequest. So I'm going to need a little bit more power. And you know what? Let's add them on. I've got a whole bunch of windmills that we can do. So what we'll do here is we'll get our... wireless is out of range. All right, how about up here? And let's get our windmills. And, you know, we can only hold a couple. And then we'll come back up here and we'll add them onto the system. Let's see. You guys are going to need to be there. And I think that's all I brought with me. But then we can add on to the cable, which is what I really wanted to show you. So let's see. Where is, right there, universal cable. So I'm using these basic cables, and I'm going to run them down to there. And, you know, I'll probably turn it around, and we'll run down a series. I'm going to have to move the elevator, but not a big deal, right? So we'll run a series, I guess, right on over. I can fly. So something like this, right? And now I want to turn these guys over and upgrade them. So that's all I got to do is I'm going to click little sections, and they're going to turn from green to red. And I can do this with the other alloys, too, if I wanted to upgrade better. Can I still use the elevator? Can I get on it? No? Oh, yeah, I can. But that's not really the way we want to do it. I'll just have to knock out these elevators back a space or something. Maybe go around, right? Oh, yeah, that one won't let me up now. Okay. All right, so added a few more windmills, and, you know, we could fill up the whole chunk with these, but I really want to get these guys out and get a better power source, something that doesn't have all this animation, because each one of these is checking a block in front of it, and I want to say a block to the side or something weird like that, but you're able to stack them up overlapping like this. So we're going to get, I don't know, these each are a couple hundred, right? Down here, they're almost 200 RF a tick, and there's 16 in a row because this is a chunk wide. So whatever that math comes out to, we got a couple of thousand. So that should all be coming into our chamber. Let's take a look. And our chamber is varying between 962,000 and a million? No, 1,000 RF a tick, something like that. So it's gaining pretty quickly. That'll work out really well with the server chunk loading. All right, now, next things I want to work on here is one of the quests up here that we got to collect. I got to collect in a couple of ways, is this one right here. There's a boiler, and I really wanted to play with the boiler in Mechanism. And, you know, I'm going to lay it out here, and it's not that different from this structure. So I'm just going to lay the boiler kind of in this area, and we'll make a 4x4 as well. I think that's going to be about the right size. So let's see. We're going to make a 4x4 by whatever I can afford for glass and steel. So let's start at 3 high, and we need 16 left over. Oh, I think I can get this guy to go another one higher, because I'm going to put structural glass in between. Yeah, I think we can go. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy, and let's make it this high, right? So this is all going to be boiler. So now I'm going to need places for stuff to come in and out of my boiler. So I'm going to just put it on the bottom here, and we'll put 2 side by side. I'm also going to need a place for things to go, and I'll show you here. Let's fill in. You know, with Mechanism, you always have to have the blocks on the corners, right? So that's properly filled in now. And I'm going to have a pressure layer. So let's see. We're going to have superheating elements. Let me fill in the top here. We're going to have superheating elements, and superheating elements are going to go on the bottom. This is going to be a water layer. That'll be a steam layer. And so then I'm going to need pressure dispersers, and I'm going to put these guys right on the top. I should make this a little bit bigger, actually, if we can. Let's go up one more, because we got the parts. We might as well use them, right? And then I'll have to move up. I'll have to move up the pressure dispersing layer. Right, so we can do something like this and something like that. And this is mostly just for, I don't expect a lot of power or size out of it. I just wanted to get, you know, a little bit of picture on it. And these guys fill in with structural glass. And there's 2 types of glass in Mechanism. There's reactor glass and there's structural glass. And so these take structural glass, I'm pretty sure. And so we should see the particles right there. I've got a fully formed boiler. Now, I can heat the water with my boiler, and I'm going to use a fuel wood heater. So let's see. Let's stick this guy down here, and we're going to go ahead and stick some cable on him. Not universal cable, thermodynamic conductor. And we should get, as a reward for this quest, we should get, charcoal blocks. Now, can I feed you charcoal blocks? Yes, I can. Holy cow, it's going to make heat. So the other thing that I need to get for this, which is what I was going to put in over here, is going to be water. So let's get our thermodynamic whatever in this space, right? And then, no, not you. And I can see that I rotated things out from my backpack. All right, so we're going to get water put over here. What block should we use? Oh, I haven't stone bricked anything in quite a while. Let's put water in here. So I'm going to need to go grab a couple of buckets. Okay, there we go. Got our water in here, and you know, I'm slow rolling you on why I want the water in here, because I'm going to use another pump, right? We should always use the pumps from the mod, but I can't say no to a pump that's already in the mod pack, right? And this is from In Time Presence. You can see the screw drive down there, and so I can take myself some mechanical pipes, right, and pump it right in. So let's get this side to pull. Now, is it the fastest pump? No, it really isn't. But it should do for what we need here of getting this guy to have you can see the water's coming in. I'm getting a feeling like this should have been blocks. That seems a little odd to me right there. Let's fill in these layers with blocks. Okay, so you know, this has been running for a little while, and I'm really worried that it's not getting enough water. I just don't feel like it is. So, you know, we can help it out here a little bit. I stuck a regular Mechanism pump there, and I'm just going to power it. Is it you? Is it this? Oh, wait, we're in a different mode here. We're in wrench, right? Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. That'll get some power going into the pump, and then we'll get a little bit of pipe, right? Because it really should be filling up with water. And let's see what this says here. This says, okay, we're getting water into this thing, but it's got a boil rate and a max boil of nothing. And let's take a look here. Dissipated units, heat units. We got to be able to get stuff out of it. It's just got to get up to temperature. I'm pretty sure that's it. So let's, yeah, there we go. Let's heat this guy right on up. And we should see water in here. It's a little odd that I don't, but I'll have to check the specs on building this. I'm sure it's got to have a solid bottom like that. But yeah, it's getting there. Okay, this will help out quite a bit once boil rate starts going and all of that, right? Because we should be, yeah, we're not even up to the boiling point of water because we're using Fahrenheit here. Do we have Celsius? There we go. Right, so we're not up to 100°C yet. All right, but when this does go off, then I need to turn something. And I'm going to want to turn a turbine. So let's make ourselves a turbine, and let's see if my steel holds out, because all this stuff takes steel, right? And we're going to do the same kind of thing. Let's see. I want 3 on the inside at least. And so we're going to just put this guy out to here. Boom. Just like this. Oh, I knew that was going to click in one too many. I could just feel it. There we go. And boom, boom, just like that. And oh no, this has got to be odd. This has to be odd because there's got to be a center point to it. All right, let me tear it down here. All right, so I think I've got everything sorted, and I want to kind of work everybody backwards. Let me just look here. Yeah, we're making steam. We're making steam. All right, so let's see. In the very top of this thing, I got to go backwards. In the very top is going to be vents. 1 layer of vents to get pressure out of the equipment. And then on vents, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's coils. I'm pretty sure I've got a whole layer of coils up here, because on these, I've got to add a rotational complex, and these two have to touch each other. And then around that, I need to fill it with pressure dispersers, right? This will allow the pressure to get out of the machine. I think, because then this should be like 2 layers, which I'm going to fill in with vents. I think that's the, I'm not sure. Oh, I've only got 1 layer of vents. Well, we could always fill it in with casing, something like that. Oh, and I do have to fill in back here. Oh, we got to be able to see this. I might have to make more of these. Let's just fill it in like that so we don't have to deal with it. And I'll get some more for the final design here, right? Because I can't use industrial turbine. I can't use them interchangeably. And then down here, right, then we're going to add some of these, and these need blades. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can put more blades on them. Oh, can we get blades? Let's see. Let's do them one at a time, because I don't actually know how many can go on. 3. Well, I'm going to guess that it's 2 more. This way. Nope. This way. And let's pick up 2 more blades, so that's 2 per. Yeah, there we go. And then we need valves down around the bottom. So you're going to be like steam in, water out, that kind of thing. And you can be power, and, you know, that's just an extra. And then all I've got to do is wrap this whole thing in structural glass, right? And just fill in all the other spaces except for these 2 layers, which I'm going to go get some more vents for. And then we should have a completed small size turbine. I don't remember the smallest size, but we're getting pretty close to it, I think. Okay, so got everybody all finished. Last piece, boom, we got red particles. We should be good to go. Now, I'm probably going to have to work on this boiler because it's only making 40 millibuckets a tick, right? It only got up to 100°C. And let's see. Well, that makes sense that it's 100°C. But yeah, this guy just needs to be bigger. I think that's the answer. When in doubt, go bigger, right? Statistics, this can tell me how well it's heating the water and how much max steam it can make and how many superheaters it's got, right? Oh, it's snowing outside. I was like, and it's got particle effects? That was kind of weird. Okay, so let's get some mechanical pipe, because in mechanism, steam is a fluid. And I mean, steam is a fluid, but I would have thought of it as a gas, right? And can I get steam to come out of this guy and into this guy? Do I have any steam? Shouldn't you have given me steam? 40, okay, no, that's still rising. I would have expected from the boiler valve to come into here, and then from this guy, we were going to go and take one of these cables, universal cable, and let's stick it into one of these quantum entangler-porters, right? And we'll set this guy to be on the private to our power in network, and we'll set the sides here to accept everywhere. Yeah, I always like to turn eject on because I don't know a situation where I'm outputting and I don't need eject on. Now, why are you not venting your steam? Like you totally should. Well, maybe I've got the wrong. Maybe I told you wrong. Maybe it's not one of these. Let's get a pressurized tube. Yeah, see, it doesn't hook up to either side. That's how I know I'm right, because I should have to get right here a mechanical pipe, right? And these guys should. This is on pull, and I guess I can stick that on push. That's weird. Okay, all right, I get it. Oh, there's the water starting to fill in like I expected it to. Okay, this makes a lot more sense because the water was going into the valve, and the valve needs to be up here on what they call the steam catch layer, and then that is going to get piped into the boiler or into the turbine, which is moving very slowly, and it's only making 300 some odd RF a tick. The good part here is it's infinitely expandable, right? I can make these guys, both of them, quite a lot bigger. And I think I'm going to stretch this guy on out this way and up one layer. And that should help feed this a lot more steam. And this can take a lot of power, right? It can take a lot of steam and it can output quite a bit of power. So we could take the water from this process and I could pipe it back in. Right? I'm almost sure that I could do that, but I'm not going to bother messing with it. But I think that's what I'm going to do for today. I think I'm going to call it here. Like, we've had a good day of adjusting power, and let's go collect our rewards. Let's collect our rewards before I forget about them too much. You know, chickens, you're starting to bother me. All right, so we got 5 rewards to collect. I've got 4 times ore processing, which is a tank and a tank. We've got the lithium stuff, which is some thermal evaporation valves. We can use that. I've got myself more lithium, and then we got AE2. The wireless got done, and that gave me wireless boosters, which I can use in here, and it absorbs more power, but it gives me more range. And I think that's all of them. So I'm 47 Mark IV, and this is Absolute Mech. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know, if you did, hit that like button, and then I will see you in the next episode.